All right, we are here for the second session of today. We've got archers down doing their official practice right now. We are coming to you from Texas Archery. We are in our 3D range, which is a 40-yard range, and we have a full house this afternoon. I don't think we have even any no-shows at this point. We have been filling spots left and right. I think all day tomorrow is filled as well. If you were wondering if you can make it in, that's going to be, there's a waiting list already. And then if you get here, if someone doesn't decide that they're going to, or if they decide that they're going to go ahead and shoot, well, then you're not on a waiting list anymore.
I'm back.
Are you back? You're like pushing buttons and everything. I'm like, I don't know what you just got the one button.
You did get it started though.
Hey, I did get it started.
But let me show you.
I can.
Let me
push
show you something
buttons.
else. Here's where you'd update the title.
Oh, okay. I wasn't really worried about the title.
Just getting it out there.
You just getting it out there.
Yep.
I'm getting text.
Yep. All right. Let's
Is
go
there
to
going to be
the
live feed this afternoon?
let's go
Live
to the
streaming?
archers.
All right, folks. There you have it.
Well, they haven't started scoring yet.
No, that's what I said. They are on their official practice ends right now.
Yep.
They get 2 official practice ends before we go into scoring.
We might play with some of the new equipment that we have.
All right. Seeing a few of Texas Archery's own. Looks like Zach Rebstock is there.
Yep.
Looks
so he's
like
squeezing
Micah
in.
Z. Sabrina Harrigan just stepped off the line.
My wife told Sabrina to be scared.
I heard her say she put up a really good score today.
Yeah, she did. She put up a score.
That's very nice.
It was a score. It was her
Before
first
you
one. I'm giving her a
changed it.
hard time. She did
I know, her
amazing.
very first tournament.
I love that she did it, and she seemed to
Yeah.
have fun. She's just like, oh my
I
goodness.
hope she had fun. That's what it's for.
Yeah.
Got Lily Dillon before you changed the screen. Lily Dillon was back on there again. So that's 2 archers that are trying to improve on their scores. Zach Rebstock had that mishap with a new release last night and shot a 4. And so he was like, nope.
Ryan just came up here. His cam, literally, the mod broke in half.
Oh,
He said literally 15 shots after the tournament.
wow.
So that bow is out of commission
Yep.
until we get a new
New cam.
new
mods.
mod.
You don't have to
So-
have new cams. I
No,
couldn't tell what
I don't
all was
think
going
so.
on over there.
I'm just gonna order new for top and bottom.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, well, I guess I'll move to a different bow. So he's down there setting up another bow so he can keep shooting. Because it's going to probably take us a week to get that one back in order.
Wow. Now, on Julia's bow, Jeff was saying he thinks that there are different mods for hers, too. That
What do you mean?
could increase if needed to, the
New
draw length.
new cams and mods.
New cams and mods.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'd have to swap both.
Okay. All right. Now we've got Andrew Z up there and your daughter Ellie and then Elise.
There's my Ellie.
Oh, both daughters, or 2 of your 3 daughters are shooting this afternoon. You can see Molly in the background.
Yeah, I have 2 daughters shooting. So Ellie is 12, and she's been shooting Olympic recurve for about a year now. And then my daughter that's in the back there with the spider in her jersey, that's one of my older daughters. She's my second oldest, and she's shooting her first. This is her first competition barebow. You know, we don't do anything small, so this is her first shoot. She's shooting Aggie Invite
Awesome.
in a couple
2
weeks. And then she signed up for Vegas, so she'll be shooting Vegas as well.
Awesome.
She was like, I'm in.
Oh, I see Mr. and Miss Chan up in the stands. Had a question on scoring. We are doing paper scorecards. So there are 2 of those. And then we have the tablets as well. So if you are at home, you're wanting to know how your archer is doing score-wise, you may look up Eyes on Score, go to the little hamburger, 3 lines stacked on each other. Go to that hamburger, click on that hamburger, look at live scores, and then you will see the SYWAT for Texas Archery. Once you click on that, you can either look up your archer or you can just scroll through there. We'll try to keep you updated with scores as well. See, Logan Hamilton from Texas A&M is here. Case Scott on the opposite side of the screen. We got Texas Archery's own Braden in the background next to the selfie wall. All right, they are headed back down to the targets. We've got my daughter Julia, who shot a 357X this morning. She's down here helping us out on the cameras. She's a little nervous. This is her second time to do this in 2 days. She's afraid of messing up, making a mistake. She will be fine. So we are coming from the 3D range, which is not a 3D range today, but is normally set up for indoor 3D. All the animals are moved out. Here in the shop, if you're hanging with us for the first time today, right next door, inside, but just on the other side of the wall, is our 50-yard range. Across this shop, across the showroom floor, is a 20-yard range. A 20-yard range does have 1 row of seating in there for parents and spectators. Down on the floor, you see folks changing out their targets. Our friends are doing so because this must have been the end of the second practice. This will move them into the first scoring end. Bottom line shooters will shoot first. Top line will shoot second. This will go all the way through to the half. At the half, we're going to take an 8-minute break. 8 minutes, I don't know why, but that's what our field governor, David, likes to do. So that's what we do. Do an 8-minute break, and then when archers come back, those who were shooting on the bottom will then shoot on the top. Those who were shooting on the top will shoot on the bottom. They will have their target switched. That is a stressful time because those who come up to shoot on the bottom do not have any arrows to see. So at that point, they must rely on themselves to make sure they shoot the correct target. All right, looks like they are getting the range ready to start. For a SYWAT tournament, which is what we are having today, shoot your way across Texas. You see 2 different types of targets down there. One is a single spot. You see it only has 1 white center down there. The rest are that dark blue. That target has an X right in the center. That is scored as an X, which also equals a 5. The rest of the white there in the center scores as a 5. Then for that single spot, there are different rings, and that is scored from inner to outer. It's a 4, 3, 2, 1. Anything outside that outer ring is a miss. Then when you look at the 5 spot, so it's got 5 of those white circles on there. Same thing, it's got that X in the middle. That counts as an X, which also counts as a 5. Anything inside that white is a 5. Anything in the blue is a 4. Anything outside of that blue is a miss. Archers today are going for a top score of 300. Ultimately, they would like to have 60 X's. That is the most perfect score that you can receive. If archers score a 300 today, they are in the running for the 300 buckle, which they can earn by shooting a 300 at this target. And then whenever we have our second SYWAT tournament here at Texas Archery, if they shoot a 300 at that target, then they are at that tournament, then they will earn themselves a spot in the 300 club, which earns a buckle for winning a 300 at both. Now, for those of you who just can only make one of the tournaments here at Texas Archery, or say you come really close at getting 2 300s, but you only make the 1 300, you may purchase a 300 buckle. But if you get 2 300s, you do not have to purchase it. You will have earned it. I see Mr. Keegan Grissom, who has made it out here to Texas Archery. His home is, or a home club is in Columbus. And this is our first scoring end. There is Zach Rebstock. Oh, Mr. Hartman has made it out from the Columbus area. Folks come in from all over to shoot these tournaments, which there's the name, Shoot Your Way Across Texas. They are held all over Texas. You can travel as far as you wish. All right. Zach Rebstock there showing proper line etiquette. The gentleman next to him was at full draw. If someone is at full draw, either in front of you or behind you, you stay on the line. You wait until they have released their arrow. That way you do not disturb them, you do not bump them. It allows them to do their very best. You would want the same thing for you as well. Top shooters are coming to the line. Elise in her boots. I love seeing her shoot in her boots. We have 2 youth archers, I should say cubs. They are cubs. They shoot at 10 yards instead of 20 yards. So for NFAA rules, that goes by yards. USA archery rules go by meters. This is an NFAA tournament, so we do have 10 yards and 20 yards. Cubs shoot at 10 yards. We have 2 of them. We have Braden and Evelyn. We have one boy and one girl down there shooting at that distance. Awesome to have them here. As you can see, there is a mix of recurve, bare bow, compound. I think we pretty much have it all on this line. I do not see any trad or traditional guys here. For this line anyway. We do have 3 more lines to go. We have another line tonight. We have one in the morning. We have one in the afternoon. Not sure that there will be a live feed for tomorrow afternoon, but there is still a shoot. Hope you can make it for all of them. We started doing this so families could watch their family members shoot, their archers shoot. And a lot of times families have to, mom or dad has to stay at home with one while the others come and they weren't able to see it. And that's always kind of sad. Same thing has happened in my family. Well, now they get to watch their archers. Then it rolled into another usage was that now archers can replay it, and we're seeing so many more views where archers replay what they've done, and they can see either when they made a mistake or there was a mistake in their form, and they are able to work on those things, and that's pretty cool. All right, we have gone down into scoring time. Let's see how they do. All right, as they are coming back to get ready to shoot their second end, Case Scott is still clean, 25 and 5 X's. So that is the maximum that you can get in an end. Great job by Case. Love seeing that happen. We've got several archers who still have 25. They have not dropped a 4, but Case does have that 25 5X. We're getting ready to go into the second scoring end. As soon as they all have pulled their arrows and return back to the shooting line. Again, it will remain with bottom shooters starting first. Looks like we still have some scores that have not come in just yet. We've had several 300s who have been shot over the last couple of days. Let's see, we have Michael Shaw, who is also at 25 with 5 X's. He is shooting the freestyle adult male division. We also have Keegan Grissom, freestyle youth male, who is at 25 with 5 X's. A lot of these youth archers, we will be watching them as they come up the ranks. We have Josh Carter, a freestyle senior male, who is also at 25 5 X's. Everyone here strives for that X count. That's going to separate ties. That is what is going to put you closer to the top. I see Molly has her hair tied back. Thanks, Coach Z. We got that taken care of. Jacqueline, our camera lady, is down there in between Molly and then Coach Sabrina. They're in the Texas archery jersey. You see Jacqueline at full draw, and then she released. She was taking 2 jobs today, archer and camera lady, which I guess Julie did the same thing.
She did. I'm back. There's no David.
Again.
There's no David here, so somebody has to.
Where'd he go?
He had to go to Buffalo Field for their Halloween shoot.
Oh, I was going to say
And then
he
he'll be
was
back.
here. He disappeared.
Yep.
I guess I went and ate some chicken salad, and he was gone.
Go zoom in on Jacqueline there. They forgot their binoculars, so she's borrowing mine.
Oh, what happened to Zach?
He doesn't know. He said they've broken the X, and he shot 3 4s.
Yeah, I see that.
He says something's not right.
I'd say.
So he's redoing something on his bow.
He's redoing something.
And he's like, I'll shoot again tonight.
He's not getting much work in as a bow tech today.
No. He's going to lose money today.
Lily Dillon.
She really does have a pretty draw, doesn't she? She just
I didn't watch. Sorry.
must be something about those lefties.
So she has an angled quick disconnect on there. What's the difference, Scott?
You're talking about the front?
Front stabilizer.
Some people like it's an 8 degree.
Right.
And there's a couple things that 8 degree does. One is that it does give that little bit of you can put a little you'll have to put more weight on it to simulate the same if it's straight out, but if you can actually turn it a little and turn your front stabilizer out left or right to kind of help with the tune or the leveling of your bow.
We have both at home, but for her bow, we only use the straight.
Looks like Molly, she was like, first shot, miss.
Oh. Well, maybe it's that she got it out of her system.
Yeah, she scored all those. Ellie's like, I can't get through my clicker. Like, her nerves are getting to her a little bit. Like, you got it. We do have a full house today.
Yes,
this time
we
flat.
do.
It's just funny because the adults were full for the adults, but for the youth, we had 2 open spots.
Which makes it to, I mean, you've got to have that full bail because you can't really put,
Yeah.
half up front and half behind.
Well, what just fortunately happened was we had so little 10-yarders that we were able to open up another bail for the adults.
So we had 2 no-shows. One was able to take a spot, and then actually we had 3 no-shows, but one was a cub. So unless there was just a cub that needed to get in, that was the only thing there. And then one of the no-shows, you already had someone that filled that spot.
Yep, Lily.
And so we only have 1 spot that's not filled for the 20-yard. When we say full house, we mean full house.
We mean full house. This is all right, we're almost halfway
Yep, it's 3.
through the weekend. So this is our 3rd one. We'll have one more tonight at 6, which should go pretty quick. I mean, it's a small crowd. We'll see how many people want to reshoot.
Right? It's a small crowd right now.
Yeah, everybody tells me, hey, what do you have open for tomorrow? Like,
But
nothing.
when somebody shoots at 4, it's
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, I'm coming back. And you pay your money, you're allowed to come
Yeah.
back.
Right. Before that, we saw Logan Hamilton from Texas A&M. Shoots out of Dallas.
Sorry, guys, since Scott wasn't sitting right here beside me, he didn't hear all that. But
Wait, you didn't say it while the camera was on him.
I did
When?
earlier when you weren't up here.
No, I'm talking about like 2 seconds ago when it was up there.
Well, he was up here before.
Oh, I'm sorry.
and-
I guess she's mentioned everybody's name. I'll just be quiet now because we can't say somebody's name a second time. Sorry about that.
No, quiet. Oh, I try to take care of business while you're away.
But we're allowed to say something again.
Are you?
I guess
Okay.
not.
You
Well,
know,
the
you've got your
concrete. Have you
dog
talked about
up
the
here.
concrete yet? Have you talked about the concrete?
No, I've not talked about the
so the
concrete.
concrete is gray. We've got a blue line down there.
Green lines too.
There are some green lines.
You gotta talk about one line. Gotta talk about them all.
There are some yellow spots on the floor that you would see, but those were for when we were doing cameras. We were setting cameras up.
I love it.
We do have bleachers back there. All right, I think we've said everything.
Done. We don't have to do anything. Oh my goodness. Oh. Well, you know what, Scott? You did bring your dog up here today. One of them.
What does that have to do with anything?
I'm going to tell you. It's National Fetch Day.
Ah,
Yep. You can. Does she know how to fetch?
she fetches and then runs.
Evidently, she's scared of some other small dogs.
Yeah.
Is that why Rick Stonebreaker didn't come today?
I don't know. I don't understand. He probably texted me. Said he moved his time. Never moved his time.
Oh, wow.
Let me see here.
All right. Our friends are down there scoring again. It's a nice view. You can see the only 20-yard target spot that is left open is 8B. B. That's it. No others.
Let's see.
We are using tablets today. Folks did not have to have their cell phone out today for the app. The iZone Score app is able to use or be used on a cell phone and or a tablet. So not only can families watch their archer shoot, they can also see the scores. Because I guarantee you, if you text your archer and ask, hey, how you doing? What's the score like? They're going to say, I don't know.
That is true. We've all been there.
This is so frustrating. You just walked 20 yards. You just walked 60 feet, and you can't tell me what your score was? I don't remember. Well, guess what? Now we know. Joe says, good job, guys. I'm guessing that's for his two sons who are down on the floor shooting. We're missing Coach Joe. He's been under the weather. Thankful that Claire was able to bring the boys so they could go ahead and shoot. They are phenomenal archers themselves. All right, here we go into the third scoring end. Got Richard Hall over there against the wall. So I started the live stream, but I didn't change the name. And so it is saying Saturday 9 a.m. I did one good thing followed by something that wasn't such a good thing.
It's part of learning.
This is the Saturday 1:30 line. This is the afternoon line.
Yeah, we can't update it after the live coverage has started.
Yeah, sorry. You'll have to stick with the wrong name.
Yeah, we'll fix it after
That's
the fact.
all Wendy's fault.
Hey, what was that? Can you say that again?
Yeah, exactly. I know it's recorded, so you'll play it back over and over. I'm sure you'll send it in a text message.
Ooh, Molly had another good round. She's doing good.
Is she on fire?
She's on fire. It's my girl.
It feels really good when our kids succeed. Coach Joe just texted me. Sorry, I didn't mean to pick on you. That's okay, Joe. I just didn't even know I had done it. So I'm a volunteer.
No, you're not. Not anymore.
Not anymore.
I paid you yesterday or
Yes, you
Friday.
did. Well, you almost did. I just had to give it. I never got it because they had to go towards
Yeah, it's like
arrows.
it didn't even make it to your hands.
No.
Oh, you know what? Here, you know what? I'm just going to keep this.
Which I still have to go down there and finish paying for the rest of it. So in between the two
Yeah.
shoots tonight. Strange that Mr. Hartman is here, but Ryland is not. But Ryland is somewhere where he just started following me on Instagram.
Huh.
Huh.
You have an Instagram account? Is it the one I sent you the other
No,
day?
it's not the one you sent me.
It said Wendy Cook.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
And I saw a lot of Wendy Cook in that picture.
It was
A
not
lot of Wendy.
me.
The name said Wendy. Picture didn't quite look like her, but you
Nope.
know, I still went with it.
I tend to wear more clothes than that person.
One of your friends, Wendy Cook. Wait a minute. That doesn't look like Wendy. Wendy, did you change your profile
Who have
picture?
you been following online? Oh,
You
man.
apparently.
Yeah.
See how it's getting warm up here again? All these people get in here. Gets warm. Oh, it's blowing right on you.
I saw I can see the
wish-
napkin blowing. Look at it.
I wish it was blowing
It's
on
like
us.
Gale force
We'll need to
winds
move.
over
We'll
there.
have to move all our stuff over to the fan.
Here, switch sides. Stinging lights.
No, these are LEDs. They're not. They're not hot. Put
Whatever.
your hand on them. Do you know the difference between an LED and a regular light?
It still produces light, which still produces heat.
Nope. Put your hand on it. Is it hot?
Oh my word! I gotta send a text. Hold on.
See, she's not talking to me now.
I'm sorry, Coach Sabrina was texting me.
Isn't she supposed to be shooting?
Well, she texts me in between. But still. It's like a tanning bed.
Yeah.
You're still hot.
Yeah, my little Ellie down there. See her to full draw with the Hoyt shirt on. She's shooting a little Hoyt XL that William Vu sent me to borrow, or sent me so I could borrow it for her. We couldn't find one online. Great little bow. His daughter Grace had shot it for many years, and Ellie's really starting to shoot well with that bow. She's been shooting for about a year. She
Because
does
it
have.
was right before Nationals 2 years ago
Yes.
that she started.
So it's been a little over a year since she started shooting.
Is that Mike Boyd down there? in
Yes,
the
it
cap?
is. I'm surprised he's not wearing pink. He usually pinks everything out.
Pink out.
Pink out. Oh, William Lou.
Keep him
What did
straight.
I say? What did I say? I don't remember now. Thank you. Vu. I said Vu. William Lou.
That's why you put it in all caps.
Thank you. Thank you for that, Joe Z. Man, Joe's on top of it.
He is. Oh,
I know he's missing not being here, but you
Yeah.
know what? We get to see. He gets to do this live. I can see Andrew up in the top right corner right now at full draw.
yep.
There's Ellie, Elise. Mike Boyd is in front of him.
Uh-huh.
Elise is at full draw. All right. Got a couple on the line, coming off the line right now, so looks like it's clear to score. I think.
You think?
There you go. Just got to have one that steps forward.
You're just gonna have. I think we have more than one.
No, I said you just have to have one to step forward for everybody to follow.
There's no whistles. There's no one saying.
There's no David
Clear to
Allen down
pull. Score.
there. Clear to score. Ellie started off real strong and then had last couple ones were not so strong. But we have a full house. We have 34 archers shooting right now. Maybe 33 archers.
You know, we could just look down there. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 4 is 28. Plus 3 makes it 31. And then 2 more makes it 33.
Or you could just take the 3 blank spots.
Oh.
Thanks, Joe. He's telling me how to explain it, how to pronounce everything now.
You need all kinds of help
That is true.
when it comes to people's names. You can never get them correct. All right, Michael Braden, the link to the scores. Go to Eyes on Score. Go up to that little hamburger in the top right-hand corner, the 3 dashes. I call it a hamburger. Click on that. Go to Live Scores. When you click on Live Scores, you will see the SYWAT for today. That will give you the live scores.
Let me see if I can get a link out there for everybody. We'll see if it comes through.
That would be a whole lot easier.
Yeah, it would. Let's see if that works. Let's see if that comes through for you. Did it come through?
Not yet.
I don't know why. It says it went through to Facebook. Let's see. Click on comments and see.
I know. I'm working on it. Michael Braden says, right. LOL.
Well, let me see.
Not real sure what he means by that, but
He's talking about maybe like it'd be easier if it was.
yeah.
If I put
If
it
the
online.
link, yep.
That's right.
All right, bottom line is getting ready to come forward. Somebody did go ahead and yell for them to shoot.
Which one are you on? Texas Archery's one?
I am on Raising an Archer, and he does say a link would be better. Molly looked strong in her shot just then. Who brought Keegan today?
His mom.
Okay. I'm like, I see Keegan, but I do not see mom or dad. All right. Josie did post Eyes on Score. Now yours just popped up. Joe must be laying in bed with his phone.
Maybe watching this on a big screen, maybe.
He's like, can you run that HDMI cable up to the...
Yeah, we've got, we weren't going to do live broadcast. We'll always do live scoring, but we weren't going to do live broadcast. But we had several people saying, hey, you need to do it. Douglas.
Don Kyle, maybe?
Was posting that, hey, come watch, everybody watch me on Friday night.
He
I was
posts that. And I'm like, hey, Scott, I thought we
okay.
weren't doing live feed.
I guess we are.
Yep.
So we went
And
ahead
of course, then your wife was like, hey, guys, I think
like,
you
why
ought
are you
to...
not doing it? Like, that's what people like. Oh,
Whoa,
crap.
you're there with your binos.
Drop my binos.
That wasn't loud at all.
Yeah, there's, when you
You're
look at all
very
the different
welcome, Mr.
platforms, there's
Braden.
about 20 people watching right now. We
I
thank you
mentioned
guys.
that we get a lot more afterward where
We do.
archers watch themselves is what we think.
Yeah, we can see, we see them on Facebook. We see them on YouTube. It kind of puts a big whole number together for us so we can see how many people are watching. So it is helpful that people get to see this and get to see the live scoring. Eyes on Score was, something that one of my ideas, I've come up with a lot of ideas, but one of the ideas that my wife
This
was
was
like,
a good idea, though.
yeah, it was. Wife says, why don't you make it happen? And so I hired some developers and we made it happen. And that's where Eyes on Scores come from. I just went ahead and approved Eyes on Score to be for them to go ahead and start building out elimination rounds. So that means we'll be able to do qualifications and then push that right into elimination rounds, and it'll bracket everybody, and we'll do live scoring through brackets as well.
Awesome.
That should be, at first it was going to be February. I assume it still will be February. But we'll see. It takes 4 months, 5 months to get that built, that module built. So something to look forward to. I know a lot of people that are using the app around the country, which we have a lot of teams using it now. You can see, like this weekend, it looks like there's only 2 tournaments, but we've had some tournaments where we look out there, there's 5 or 6 running at one time. Pretty cool to see all that around the country. California is a big user. There's multiple sites in California that use it. Up in North Dakota, they use it. Texas heavily uses it because they see it and then they want to use it. So it's continuing to grow. Talked to somebody in Ohio. No music. The music stopped. Like, hey, let's listen to some music.
Well, if Rick Stonebreaker was here, he would be happy that there was no music.
So it's working well. It works for any platform. It'll work for 3D. It'll work for field. It will work for target, of course. It works for NFAA versus USA when it comes to even field and how it's scored. We're going to go ahead and add some templates in there, but it'll work for SYWAT, work for 4-H, works for all those. Some of the stuff that we do is we just have kind of templates that create the divisions and everything for you, or you have to manually set them up if that organization's not in there. But
and
those are getting added.
registering on this is so easy.
It is.
I mean, it takes maybe a minute. Sports 80, I feel like I've got to give my blood type, and it's like crazy.
Yeah, I think you do. I think it is a blood type that you have to get.
Mother's maiden name, social security, yeah, all of that. There's Ethan Chan, Case Scott right there. Case
Shooting
at
good.
full draw.
Keegan has not dropped an X yet.
Nice. I know when I looked earlier, he hadn't. He and Case both.
Case has dropped 1 X so far.
Okay.
Ethan Chan just dropped 1 point so far
All right.
for Olympic recurve. Micah Z with 2 points dropped. Ellie had a rough round with a miss,
Oh.
but that's okay. Long tournament, long shoot.
Yep.
Let's see how old Molly's doing.
Hey, Scott. There's Logan Hamilton on the screen right now. Shoots
No
from
one cares.
where?
No one cares.
You're awful. You're so mean to me.
Ah.
Coach Joe did say, don't pick on me. Be nice. Be nice. You know what Jason said?
Be nice. No one knows what I have to go through except for Steven. It's probably worse for him.
I'm telling you, he just doesn't listen.
He doesn't care.
He only listens to this.
What?
So if I want him to hear something, maybe I need to say it on the broadcast.
True.
True dat. True dat.
True that. Molly's got 2 5s, a 4, and a 2.
She's secretly trying to beat her mother.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
She said it wouldn't bother her, but she is secretly trying to beat her mother.
Actually, I can't tell. She may have 3 5s. Let's check out her score. Hers, it's 4C.
Check out her target.
Bottom left. Let's zoom in on that.
I can tell that 2 of them are 5s. But then there's a 4 and a 2.
You could slow it down, remember?
5,
Yep, there
5,
you go.
4, 2. But there's got to be a 5th arrow in there somewhere because she's not still.
I see 2 knocks right there.
Okay. That's a 5,
Well,
5.
Is
Yeah,
that?
she's got 3 5s. Yeah,
3
it is.
5s, yeah.
They're intertwined a little bit. She slid them in there together.
Very nice.
That is nice. Way to go, Molly.
Julia, before I think it, Jacqueline already has
oh,
done
my
it.
word. Julie bounces back with, well, she's done this.
She's voluntold. I went down there and said, hey, Joe said you got to tie up your hair. She's like, but my hair won't look pretty.
Tie it up anyway, Joe said.
Yeah. So she put in a braid for Joe.
Yep, there we go. A braid for Joe.
A braid.
You could have gone-
A parade for Joe.
You could have gone and said, hey, Molly, Joe's really sick. He would really like for you to put your hair up for him. In the spirit of community.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, my goodness.
Thanks, everybody, for joining. If you are watching us on YouTube, please make sure that you like and share our page because we do want to build that up.
Please and pretty please.
And it's really, we're just trying to, some of this stuff is just highlighting our youth. We did a video podcast with Matthew Parmenter.
He's shooting tomorrow, right?
Yep. And it was really a good.
Yes, it was.
It was a good one. And if you guys want to see that, you'll go to Patreon and you can go watch it there. It will cost you.
That was a video podcast.
Yeah, it will cost you $5 to watch it. But
$5.
But just know that $5 is going to a good cause, and it's this cause here, is so that we can continue to build this sport up through video, through podcasting, through promotion.
Yeah, we want to continue to bring live streaming for the sport.
Yep. Next week we'll be at the rodeo. That will be exciting.
And I know people are going to the rodeo. What rodeo? Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. The archery competition is next weekend. Why did they move it to months before?
I don't know,
rodeo?
but I bet you'll tell us.
Yeah, because every time the competition opened up for registration, it completely filled up. So they have moved the location and the time and date. Well, I don't know that the location is still there, but they have changed the time and date, opened up another shooting line to be able to have additional archers. Right now it is not full, but I think that's just because the date and we're just getting into indoor season. But that potential to be even bigger and better is there for next year.
Bigger and better.
Absolutely. That's what we're all about, right?
Ooh, Molly
Bigger
got a 21 on that one.
Nice. I'm guessing that's nice. What is her normal score?
I don't know. She had a 17, 14, 19, 21. This is her first time to shoot.
Yes, but in practice, y'all don't score during practice?
She's just hoping to shoot over 200.
All right. We score during practice. That's why
But
I know.
I don't keep track of them. Like a good
You
parent.
don't.
I've had to disconnect.
You don't ask.
I've had to disconnect.
You're like, she's moving out next week, and
Yeah.
whatever she does, she does. That's where you go. Are you happy, baby? Yeah. Okay, then that's good. It is all
You happy?
good. I am.
Uh-oh.
What's up?
Braden's was shooting really good, had a miss.
Oh. That's all right, buddy. You can bring it back.
Yep. You can get it back.
Yep.
He is a good little shooter. He's 9 years old, and he's shooting 300s at 9 years old. He's going to be a beast here in another couple years.
It's awesome. He's a friendly little fella.
Yeah. We love having the Craigs. I think that's how you pronounce it. Probably not. I'm sure I'm butchering the name, but Braden's family,
new?
we love having them up here at Texas Archery. He shoots for Texas
At
Archery.
least you got his
Joad.
first name right.
Yeah.
There he is, right there on the front row.
Yep. And it's tough, like for these little kids to shoot so well and then have a miss or have a bad shot.
I talked about that a while ago.
it's
The
tough.
expectations
Yeah.
that the kids put on them, or adults alike, put on themselves is what makes things tougher. Mom and dad sitting in the background. I guess Zach's going to shoot on through with this one and see what happens.
Yeah, he was
Or is he
changing.
trying every few shots a different release?
He went back to his resistance.
Oh, he's not happy with that one either.
Yeah, there's something going on. Like he said he had 4 of them broke right in the X, and they were sitting 4 of them in the
Look
4.
how it looked like his arrow is sitting crossways of his front stabilizer. Look when he loads the next one. Like it's at an angle.
Oh, it's gonna be hard to tell from this angle. I will guarantee you that bow is centered.
Look at it. Look right now.
No, see, he moved it. He may have a bar that he shifted to.
Shifted. That's what I'm wondering because you just talked about it because that arrow is not sitting over the stabilizer. It is crossways. But I didn't realize that you would put the front stabilizer at an angle until moments ago.
Yeah.
I learned something new. Jeremy up there on the line.
Jeremy, very good customer, comes and hangs out here a lot here
Yeah,
at
he
Texas
does.
Archery. My wife hung out with his wife Rachel in Vegas. She's a knitter, you know.
A
She's
knitter.
like knitting. I don't know what you call it.
I'm a knitter.
I'm a knitter. I'm a knitter butter.
Don't you call me that. You might lose your label of friend.
Oh, Wendy's a knitter.
See? There you go.
Perfect. You just gave me an out.
Mm-hmm. I'm critiquing all the archers at this point.
I
Looks
don't
like
have, do you have the updated list?
I do.
Can I have
But
a copy?
you know what? I'm a knitter, remember?
You're a knitter bitter.
I'm fixing to be a bitter knitter. Julia's over there giving a look. Here, fine.
Thank you.
Hey, Scott. Ribbit.
What was it? What was that? What would you have to say?
She won't talk because her
American
voice.
Frog Day.
Her voice is so. When you put the little voice things on there, you think her voice is annoying now. Wait until I do something like that.
It's American Frog Day.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
That's pretty exciting.
Do you remember that night we walked out
Where do you come up
here?
with all this stuff? She Googled it. She Googled it. What is today?
It is not even Tuesday. Oh, my word. Remember that night we walked out of here and there was some man that was gigging frogs out
Yes.
here? Oh, my gosh. I'm like,
He was
I don't
catching
know.
frogs. He
Whatever
wasn't
he
even
was
gigging
doing.
them.
I just remember we looked on the camera. I was like, Scott, there's somebody out there. And he's like, got nets. And I don't know what this I'm not walking out there. Then he showed us his whole get up.
There's Braden on the left side. Behind him is Michael Shaw.
I was just fixing to say that.
Gia, must be Gia. She's about a half head taller than her mom. She's
Oh,
11.
really?
She's 11 years
She's
old.
11? No way.
Yeah, she's 11 years old. There's Logan. No one cares, apparently. When I mentioned it, Wendy jumped on me, so sorry, Logan. Maybe your mom cares, but Wendy does not.
Hey, but I tried to mention him a third time.
See? Thank you, Stacy. I care too. Wendy doesn't.
Whatever. I mentioned him first.
Yeah. We love seeing Logan here.
Yes, we do. He's here a lot. Just what I mean is for like every competition, it seems.
Yeah.
Every tournament. So thanks for coming out and supporting. I'm sure we'll see him in 2 weeks at the Aggie Invite.
I'm sure we will. We'll see a lot of Aggies out there.
Right.
He's shooting the PSE Dominator Duo, which I think Ryan is in there setting one up right now.
I heard you talking to Logan about it, so that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, Ryan said that 15 shots after with his PSE citation, 15 shots after the tournament, after this shoot, it broke the mod broke in half. So we'll have to try to get that fixed next week. But he's like, all right, looks like I'm switching.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't matter if you want to, you got to.
Stacy, are you guys gonna be at Aggie Invite? Wait for a response.
Radio silence.
You know what, Stacy? You had a good excuse. You could come up here and come to just see Wendy and I, but you didn't.
Yes, she could have. We could have talked to her as a mom of an archer.
Yeah, but you know what? It's cool. Like she probably hasn't seen him since he went off to. I'm sure he went back home. He's a good son. But let's just say he hasn't been home in a while. But it's a way that she gets to see him shoot.
That's right. All right, here we go with scoring again.
She said that she can't make it. Her daughter's writing.
Oh, okay.
Kids get in the way, don't they, Stacy? It's always something with them. Always.
Yeah, Luke's got a swim meet while we're there. 2 swim meets, actually. Varsity on Saturday and...
Luckily, Steven cares about him.
I text him constantly.
I'm sure he loves that.
He probably loves that more than me calling. We talked on the phone on the way to your house last night. And I texted him this morning because I didn't want to wake up your family.
You can't wake up our family.
Really?
No. Like we play hard, but we sleep hard too.
Oh, okay. Last night I dropped my phone between the wall and the bed. I was like, ooh,
Like,
somebody
oh,
just next
crap.
door just got woke up. It was 5:45 this morning. Ryan said he was up.
I know. I couldn't believe that. He was downstairs.
I told him this good morning this morning. He was totally quiet. He didn't say anything. I was like, got here and he was like, hey, what's going on? It's like, I thought you were mad at me. I said good morning this morning and you never even said a word. He goes, I didn't hear you. I was like, well, I walked right by you. Boys,
Lily's shooting good. She's got a 125 17X so far. Keegan's killing it with a 125 24X. Also, Case Scott's shooting very good. 125 23X.
Great
Andrew
job.
Z is right behind him with 125. Those are
Nice.
those are youth males. That's good
yes.
shooting.
So we have one more into the break,
Yep.
which would be an 8.
Ethan Chan's
minute break.
only dropped that 1 point Olympic recurve.
Nice.
Shooting very good. Micah's at 120.
You know,
At
in the
125.
podcast with Parmenter, he brought up Ethan Chan and how they kind of push each other
Yeah.
and talking about, I mean, he talked about how great Ethan is.
My
Great.
daughter and Elise have become, that's his little sister.
Yeah, Elise and Ellie.
They became
Because
very
you
good
have more
friends.
than one daughter.
Yeah. Yeah. Ellie, my little one. So they became very good friends over
Yes.
during Joy Nationals.
Yep.
And so they coordinate all their times so that they can shoot together.
Aw,
That's-
I know.
Julia,
Julia says she doesn't have friends.
All she gets to coordinate is where are we going, Mom?
Yes. She did have Lily today. She was happy to have Lily today.
Julia, she'll be that old lady with a cat. That's
She's going to have a husband.
I don't
She's got
know.
to stop burping first.
really, you're gonna bring that up on social media on a live coverage.
Någon has said him you ain't gonna work now. Fake smile. Love you so much.
Jacqueline not like the binoculars? I thought those were the ones she had.
These are mine.
Oh, those are yours? Oh, never mind.
And mine are over here. My
Mine look a lot
binos.
like that too.
Yeah, but yours is just like bulkier.
Mine's cooler.
No.
Mine's definitely not as gross as yours. Look at it.
Well, she
It
shoots
used to be
more
red.
than you do.
It's still red.
It's
Yeah.
so
How
easy.
often do you shoot
so easy to get
outdoor?
her riled up.
Just talk about burping. That's-
Like, Wendy, if you ever want her to move out, you need to start talking nice words about her, right?
I'll move out.
I'm
but
good. She can stay at home forever. She used to say she was going to stay home.
It's all fun and games.
Until when? All right. Micah's down there at full draw. Oh, he
This
held
is
it
the
a
last
really
5
long
arrows
time.
till the half, and then they'll be moving.
Okay, so
up.
I gotta know what y'all thinking. All right, so David's not here. Are you sticking with the 8 minutes, or what are you gonna do for the break?
9 minutes. We're going to do 9 minutes.
All right. You know, it was funny. I talked about sky drawing or high draw this morning, whichever way you choose to call it. And then I had somebody in between the two lines today talk about the same thing and ask, what do you consider a sky draw or a high draw? Because you can see a lot of these guys.
What's a fly draw? That's
Did you
when
not
your
zip
that's when
your
your zipper's down.
That's it.
Hey, dude, fly draw. Fly draw. Check it. Check yourself.
Check yourself. Oh my gosh. All right. So back to what I was talking
Nobody
about.
likes a fly draw,
No, nobody does.
especially the one doing the fly draw.
So when they've knocked their arrow,
I have to write
and
that down. My new word.
Oh my word.
no, one time I was at a tournament and that happened, and I was really embarrassed because my mom said something. And I was like, oh.
Here's the question for you, Wendy.
No,
If somebody
I don't
walks
do
up,
fly draw.
walks up and they have a fly draw, do you tell them that they had a fly draw?
Yeah.
Or do you just let them keep walking around with a
Tell
fly
'em.
draw?
Dude.
If it's a
Zip
guy,
it.
do you say it if it's a guy?
Well, yeah.
If it's a girl?
Yeah. Either way.
I'm just curious.
Yeah. Absolutely. Just like when the tag's hanging out of the back of your shirt.
Yeah, here's a poll for everybody out there. Who else would tell somebody? Would you allow somebody to walk around with a fly draw? Or do you tell them?
Well, especially if they're walking around with me, I want to tell them because I don't want them walking around with me.
What if it was just a stranger walks up,
Well, if I'm standing next to them, no, I'm not going to go seek them out.
got like a gaping fly draw? Do
but
you
if
say
they're standing
something?
next to me, hey, dude, the fly's open. Zip it up, buddy.
Dude,
Yeah. That's a PSA, public service announcement.
yeah.
That's helping. That's being helpful.
Amy's got some saying PDQI or I don't know what it is.
PDQI?
Yeah,
Let's
Amy.
see.
She
Public
just walked downstairs.
display
I'm going to have to ask her.
of infection. No. PDQ.
I don't think that's it.
Oh, okay.
I was just throwing out acronyms.
Which wasn't even an acronym. It's just
It's a made-up acronym.
evidently. All right. Top line is up.
I gotta tell you, every time I look down
hey,
there at
Scott.
Molly's Target, there's an orange pin that's like right above it, and she has pink arrows, and so
Yeah.
it's like my eye looks and it's like, oh, she had a miss. Oh, okay, that wasn't a miss. Good.
Hey, one other thing, Scott.
What?
Since David is not here, they might need someone to announce that they're going to have a 9-minute break. Oh, he's got another microphone. Another microphone.
I've got it taken care of, Wendy. You just
All right.
you
Taking
just
care
sit
of
back.
business
Just sit
every
back, look
day.
pretty.
Lots of people would beg to differ on that one.
Then don't look pretty.
I feel like most of the time I don't. All right. Okay, Scott there at full draw. He looks like he's going to punch somebody when he releases.
Let's go check out Molly's score. She won it over 200. We'll see where she's at. See what she
She's
has to score
almost
here.
at the half.
Molly is at, she's at 88 right now. So if she gets 12 points, so she'll be above 100.
Yes.
And she did that for sure. Let me look down there and see. She's got an X
Nice.
for,
It's 9 points.
hard to tell, 433 maybe.
Well, even with 1 3, that gives her 12.
Yep, so she's good.
Yep.
She's on track. Let's take a look at Ellie's score here real quick. Ooh, she's got 3 5s right now with 2
Nice.
arrows to go. I told her if she shot a 25, I would take her for Starbucks.
I told her if she shot
Amy.
the best score, we would.
Amy,
Are you seriously snapping at your wife? Oh.
Voice is more important.
You can snap at me, and I'm not sure you will keep fingers. I like that shot with the United States flag right there in the back. Then you can see the 300 wall, which we have a large number of targets with 300s that need to fill in there. We have the targets. We just need to hang them. So if you shoot a 300 here at Texas Archery, you can get a 300 stamp on that target, and then it will be hung up on the 300 wall.
and that buckle, pretty sweet this year. I like it. I like it a lot.
Oh, my. Well, you gave away the only one that was here because it would have been nice to. No, that was the 60X.
No, we have another one.
Okay. It'd be nice if we could show that online.
I've got 15 of them down there.
Do you?
I do.
And that was not that was a for real. A for real question.
All right.
That should bring
Last
us to
6
the half.
arrows
Oh. Last 6? What are you talking about?
for the halfway mark. Last 5 arrows. Whatever.
Please do not shoot 6 arrows. We will
Well-
only score your lowest 5 minus 1 point.
Well, we've got a real treat for you. So we're going to take about a 12-minute break at this
Oh,
point.
okay.
That 12-minute break, you're going to get to see about 12 minutes of Matthew Parmenter's podcast.
All right.
All right. So we will.
That is a treat.
We'll see you guys back here in just a few minutes.
especially elite levels, you feel like every shot has to be a 10, right? And you have to control every shot.
Right.
Everything has to be perfect, and you can't miss. And if you're shooting an 8, your life's over and stuff like that. But it's,
I thought that was your life was over.
yeah,
When you shot an
exactly.
8. I thought that's what happened.
Yeah, it just
If
ends.
Julia does, then she's like, yeah, that's,
And so what
you see it on her face.
Tournament is
it's
over.
over. You're done. You're leaving, Mom. I'm getting out of here.
This bow is going in the trash as I walk out.
Exactly. Snapping the arrows. Yeah, but I mean, so what I've really been focusing on is it's so hard when you get to that level. You want to control everything about your shot. You don't want to let go. You want to control it into that 10 ring, but you really can't. You have to let go of everything you're doing. And so what I've been doing is I've been scoring rounds based on how many good pull through the clickers I've had rather than good scores. And so it really helps you change what you're focusing on. And another thing I do is I'll think of when I'm shooting the target, anything in the red is a good shot, right? Anything in the red is a 10, okay? So what that helps you do is it helps you think of archery like you're shooting blank bail, right? Because anyone can shoot really well on blank bail because you don't have to hit anything, right?
Right.
You just have your beautiful form. You don't have to worry about hitting anything, and you just have the most wonderful shots of your life. So when you're focusing on not shooting 10s, right, and you're just focusing on what you're doing behind the line in your form, you can actually end up shooting a hell of a lot better because you're not trying to control everything and you're letting your processes work out themselves.
Yeah, I was looking at so Ryan was working on some stuff today, and it shows he shot a Vegas round, and there's a bunch of G's, O's, N's. Basically, I'm not sure what they all stand for, but good shot, okay shot. I think that's kind of what it is. Not a good shot. That's my guess. He'll probably correct me when he listens to this podcast. But that is part of, he grades every single shot.
Absolutely.
And that way he can say, okay, those was 3 great shots. And it may be great, probably great. Good is so looking at trying to execute a good round and see how many goods versus or greats versus okay versus meh shots.
Well, and that's the thing about shooting in practice is when you're shooting in practice, you can get away with meh shots, right? Meh shots in practice when you're at a high level.
All right, bottom line, you guys are up.
Game time. Round 1. DJ Debs versus the obstacles of life.
All right, so wow, what is going on?
What did you just do? That was interesting.
There we go.
Ooh.
Must have hit a button. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, great. I've screwed something up. All right, so we are back. And sorry about that. I did not realize that the audio wasn't working
Yeah, it
for
stinks.
Matthew's interview. So tonight you'll get to see it at halftime. We'll go ahead and set that up so you guys can and see it if you're watching then.
All right, so these archers who are shooting now, they were on the top line. They are now bottom line. Those who are shooting bottom line will be up next, shooting the top line. David normally does a great job of reminding archers before they shoot. He was not here, so we will see how everyone did with remembering. Hopefully they all remembered.
I'm going to see if I can get somebody to ask about the buckle. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can put a picture of the buckle up.
Yeah, because they're not going to worry about it unless it's a nice buckle.
Yeah, the 60X hasn't changed yet. I still have one more of those. I'm going to go ahead and order some more of those buckles, probably a different style moving forward. So we've given away 4 of those buckles so far in the last 2 years. Pretty cool.
Ellie looks like she didn't like that shot.
Let's see.
It's a 3/4 liner, it looks like. If I was looking at the right one. No. Well, she got a 4/3. Can't tell what that other one is. She probably didn't like the way it felt when it released.
I feel like that happens a lot, doesn't it? Archer doesn't like how it feels.
Yes. She and Elise coming off the line together. All right. I'm wondering if that wasn't Mr. Jeremy down there reminding people what they're shooting. So maybe, just maybe, he reminded those first ones. So I heard
All right, so hold on.
top line shooters.
So somebody had asked, hey, what does the buckle look like? Here is a picture of the buckle. So if you want to take a look at it, it's our new 300 Club buckle for this year. We come out with a new buckle every year. This is our 3rd year to do it. The rules on this one changes just a hair, not a big change. If you shoot a 300 this weekend here at Texas Archery, and then you come back in January and shoot another one, you get a free 300 Club buckle. There was a few people that were just like, they couldn't, in the years past, like, we couldn't make it. We wanted a buckle. We wanted to be there. Well, guess what? If you shoot a 300 this weekend, or you shoot a 300 in January, you can purchase this buckle and be able to wear it because you did shoot a 300. You just didn't earn the free one. So there you go. Stacy was wondering about that. On the 60X design, the design hasn't changed on the 60X, but it will be. We have one more left. Once we give that one away, I'll come out with a new design. I had ordered I'd ordered 5 of those, so I've given 4 away so far.
Isn't that special?
Yep. Again, hope you guys are enjoying this. Again, if you want to see live scoring, we've put the link out there. Look in the comments. It's there.
Lily at full draw. Mr. Hartman.
Look down there, Micah Z, just burying him in the center.
Wow. Nice. Good little shooter.
Yep. Like I said, there's a lot of good little shooters.
There's a lot of talent in this room, and has been all day today. Last night, we saw Derek with his 360X. That was fun to watch. Held my breath a little bit, but it was fun to watch.
Maybe we need to come up with a buckle, like a 299 59X buckle. Or come up with a 359X buckle that just basically has a big frowny face on it.
That's okay.
Ryan
can get
earned about
participation ribbons.
Yeah, Ryan earned about 10 of those.
Was it you that was saying, oh, yes, it was. This is not the YMCA.
This is not the YMCA. That's right. We're not giving away free buckles for no reason.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I'd like to give away a 300 club buckle to a recurve archer, which I think
Yeah, that'd
there's
be
some potential.
nice.
Definitely some potential.
Mr. Hall here at full draw. You have got to put a sign on that door about do not slam the door. What would your mama say?
Only you.
Yeah. Oh, look at the smiley face on Elise as she went down.
She must have had a good round.
Oh, and by the way, it wasn't just Mama that came with Keegan. Mom and Dad are both here.
Oh, I saw Mom. Keegan is killing it right now.
Yep. I love seeing the mix of youth and adults scoring together. You're going to get a kick out of this. Mr. Harrison, Jesse James
Yes.
scored with all little kids at the Fall Classic last weekend. He was so kind with them, though. He was very patient. I did not see that coming, and
You didn't see him. He's awesome, dude.
I know. Well, yeah, but I guess I haven't seen, because normally when you go, and especially at tournaments that have records or anything, it's normally the adults are in one division and
Right.
the youth are in a different division, but these were intertwined just like they are here, intermixed. And yeah, it was nice to see. Skip was so gentle in putting the tablet down.
Thank you, Skip.
Right? Our two Cubs down here scoring.
Elise did have a good round. She had a 23 out of 25.
Well, there
That
you
is
go.
an excellent round.
That would make me smile. Archers are trickling back to the line.
Lily Dillon is still clean.
Nice.
Logan Hamilton still just dropped that 1X so far. Still shooting very good.
As usual, I wouldn't expect anything less.
Like you care, Wendy.
Oh my
You've
goodness.
already set the precedence that you don't care about Logan.
Uh-huh.
At least somebody here loves Logan. And that would be me.
Oh, it is.
Yes. I'm all about the youth, unlike you.
Oh, okay.
You only care about the adults.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hope everybody's enjoying this. It is a long weekend for Wendy and I to talk this much, and we do kind of try to make it interesting. It is a good test for us. There's a few things that we needed to work out, like the audio not working for our little commercial break. So that was a good catch. Thank you, Michael Braden, for texting me and saying no audio. So the audio's back. We'll be able to fix that next time. We are running all our cameras off some new equipment, so it just makes it a little easier for travel, and also it allows us to extend the cameras, because before we could only get the cameras about 150 feet away from us. Now we can double it with the new equipment, so we can go 300 feet, so we can spread them out, and that way we can have one person control all those cameras from one place. And we will have Jacqueline next week too, except when she's shooting.
Nah.
Then we'll have to bring the B team in. Right, Julia? I'm just picking on you.
He is working on my family, one on the left and one on the right.
You'll never be B team? I don't know. She knows. No, she's doing a great job. It is. It's not handling the cameras. I mean, you're handling 3 cameras, and then you're controlling all 3 of them. You're also controlling the scenes. We have Mike Boyd down there. full draw. Not anymore. We had now there's
Not anymore.
K. Scott. Who's next to K. Scott? Oh yeah, I move people around. So what bail is that? That's 5. Oh, that's Alexis. No, that's not Alexis. Am I looking at the wrong sheet here? Oh, wait a minute. That's Ethan. What am I talking about?
Oh no, I was gonna. We're
well,
all
I'm
kind of
from behind.
watching you.
Yeah, I'm behind. I'm looking, going, who is that? Like, is that No, that's not Alexis. That's Ethan Chan. My goodness. From behind, I didn't recognize him. I should have just looked at the video.
Sweet Braden right there.
Yeah, Braden he said he had a misfire, but he's shot really good since then.
He's holding it a really long time.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he held that one a long time.
Doing it again.
But next week on the rodeo, you guys will want to tune in for that, especially Sunday afternoon. Sunday afternoon, we'll be doing eliminations. Eliminations will get down to for the seniors only. When they get to the gold medal match, they'll be holding off and they'll be shooting on a platform in front of everybody, and we'll be setting up for that to be a big deal. That'll be a lot of fun. That's where we'll get to play with our instant replay that we cobbled together. And let's see if I can do a test here on our instant replay. So that's Lily at full draw. I'm going to go ahead and stop it. We're going to go ahead and play, and you're going to see. Maybe.
I smell coffee.
And there she is again. That's the replay of that video. It just looks the same, doesn't it? But head to head, it'll look better. Time's really moving on. Like, we've set it up. Usually, you shoot these 10 and 2. What we do is 9 to 1:30. That way, the 9 o'clock crowd can be gone when the new crowd shows up. And so that extra 30 minutes makes a big deal for us when you have this many people coming in. It takes up a lot of parking, but this works really well where we don't double up, where everything is just overflowing. It's amazing what 30 minutes does. It also, what's amazing is live scoring, because of it does the math for you. Guess what? It just speeds the process up for everyone so they can turn those scorecards in very quickly. Let's take a look down there and see how Miss Molly did. She did pretty good. A couple 5s in there, maybe 3 5s. Wow.
So Coco was supposed to shoot this morning. He says he had a complete blowout on his car this morning.
On a tire?
He might ought to start thinking about Ubering. He does not have good luck.
He has not had good luck with cars. Your candy's getting low over there. Mm-hmm. Micah, Keegan. Keegan's a youth. He's sitting pretty clean right now. Shooting very good.
I don't know if he liked that or he didn't like it.
Oh, no. He just shot a 4. Oh. No. The heck. He had dropped 1X so far. Zoom in on 2B for us real quick.
Oh, man.
And zoom in real
That
tight.
bottom right. Yep. Clearly a 4.
Oh, no. And you could tell, like, when he was
Yep.
once it fired,
He knew.
He knew it was a-
He didn't even.
like, you just wish sometimes that,
He
that
didn't
they
even
would
glance
just
it.
catch.
He just.
Because that just ruins the whole shoot for him,
Yeah.
unfortunately. That's why I kind of like the Texas Ringer, because you can shoot a 4 and still stay in it. You just drop 2 points because nobody's actually shooting a perfect score in the Ringer. So you got a little bit of leeway, but again, you don't ever want to see that happen to anyone. So Sandra, I don't know whether I just thought of this, but so Sandra Compton, first time I met her, she came and shot SYWAT here. It was about 3 years ago. And she's shooting really well. And then all of a sudden, she has a brain fart and shoots 6 arrows. So she actually shoots a 299 because she shot a 6 arrow. Well, Keegan may be looking to shoot another time.
Do we still have spots open for this evening?
Oh, we got plenty of spots this evening.
Okay. Case. Switching out targets.
Yeah, must not like it. Let's get a little music going here.
Nope.
Wrong one.
You know the drama is never ending. Don't let it get the best of you. And all the fake friends just keep pretending. That's how the little things get huge. Paralyzing every pore. Oh, you feel it taking over you. To the center of your core. The lies are getting overused. When you are under the weather, getting caught in the storm. Do you remember? I told you if we dance in the blizzard, we are not getting cold. So keep on dancing, baby. Baby. Baby.
All right, just 4 more ends. Once we're finishing up on a couple scores down there on the 10-yarders. See Keegan up there in the top left of the corner talking to his parents going like, oh, man.
He's probably going, hey, y'all got money because I can do this again.
I'm going to do this again. This is such a good shooter. I hate seeing something like that
Yep.
happen. But you know what? It happens to about every one of
It
them. If,
does.
you know, some type of little slip up and
I can't tell you how many times that has happened to Julia
yep.
in the past, and it's tough. Like you have said before, it is a learning experience, whether it's for an adult or a child. I mean, adult or a child, yeah, adult or youth, because Keegan's not really a child.
Yeah, youth usually like to be called youth, not
Yeah.
children.
I know, I changed it.
We did have a full house today. We had a lot of archers come through. I haven't even looked at the number. But the beautiful thing is, I love this about Eyes on Score. I had the developers create a results page where I can just download it that puts it in the format for TFAA so that they can upload it. So at the end, I just download it and upload it in a matter of seconds.
Instead of having to
It
enter
literally-
every single stinking
Yeah,
person
it
and score.
literally take me 2 hours to enter all the scores at the end when you have almost 200 archers to enter. But now it'll just take seconds. I'm like, I'm not doing this. Developers, make it happen.
Because we had 190 registered this weekend.
Yep. With no shows and new people coming in, probably going to be right around the same, you know,
Yep.
190.
Coco has ventured over. Sit down to chat with Micah Z.
So there's Elise, there's Cheryl Andre. So Cheryl, last time she shot here, maybe the last SYWAT, she left her recurve stand here, and she called up there and says, "Hey, do you guys have it?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I have it right here." And I put it on my desk. As I was walking out that night, I grabbed all my stuff and grabbed it, and took it home. And when I got home, I'm like, crap, why do I have this? Oh, I'll just take it in the morning. I took it I forgot in the morning, and guess what? She shows up. I'm like, crap. Like, sorry, it's at my house now. But what I think is great is it, Keegan, he'll just keep shooting. Mm-hmm. That's what I like.
Yep. Well, I've told Julia before, well, it just became a paid practice. So go
Yeah.
out there and just focus on the other things that you needed to focus on. We've already paid to be here, so
Well, $20 is not that expensive of a practice. when you
No,
do
but-
like Aggie Invite or those, then it becomes an expensive
or
practice.
I mean, this can be expensive if you go to, like we used to in the past. We would travel up north. We would travel all over the state of Texas, which involved, gas, hotel, food. So
Yeah.
it was a bit more than just driving an hour and a half to practice at the range.
There's Sabrina, Jacqueline, and Molly, all three shooting bare bow.
All three with Texas
Yeah.
Archery.
So Molly ordered her shirt. Like she's shooting one of Ryan's old shirts that doesn't fit him anymore. It says Spider on it. She's like, yeah, I like that one. I'm going to wear it. Lily Dillon. Sorry, caught me in a yawn.
Rude.
Rude.
Did Skip shave his head?
No.
Did Skip shave his head?
He's still
No, it
got
looks
all
like
his
he has hair.
I thought it was like a hat or something, so it's weird.
Been a while since we've seen Skip shoot indoor. We see him a lot outdoor.
Yep. I think that's Josh that's right next to Skip.
Yeah, I very seldom hear him be called anything but Canada.
Oh, is that his name? Is that what he's called? This guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's from Canada.
Oh, okay. All right, Canada.
That's why he looks like he fights better.
Mr. Hall. Keegan also seems to have that mental game that he doesn't let it bother him so much. And he goes, that time he looked at his release, like, what did you just do?
Well, I think we dozed off there. I had somebody text me. They had 4-H shoot out in DeWitt County, was using Eyes on Score.
Nice.
And they were using some tablets that we were wanting to test. They were testing out, which I thought was pretty cool. The price was right. And she said they had, the battery life on was pretty good. There's just a couple that didn't quite make it till the end, but they were able to swap them out quickly. And that was good. Also, one thing that's really interesting is that we have about 10% no-shows. And I would say our number's probably a little better so far on this one. I think we've had like maybe 6 no-shows in 3 lines so far, which is pretty good numbers. Probably much better than I'd have to look at the numbers on that. But I think, well, I can tell you real quick what our numbers look like. I'm gonna do it real quick here and find out. So we've had 100 archers. So we're at about 6% of no shows. %6. Which is good numbers for us.
I was falling through the air. No one but myself to hold my hand. Standing in the shadows of what we have been. Sleeping with your back facing me. I know this isn't us. Baby, pull me closer, let's fall in love. Oh, I can feel my body move to every move you make. And I can feel the tension every time we're close. I know two places all at once. Wish that what we said would come undone. Feels like our minds have
All right, three more ends to go. And we will call this time done, and we'll have 3 more lines to go. We'll have 1 more tonight at 6 p.m. We'll have 2 more tomorrow, 1 at 9 a.m., and the last one at 1:30, which will be, we'll be tired by that point, I think. Well, actually, you'll be gone. You're leaving me. So Wendy's going to be with me through tomorrow morning, and then we'll be free. The afternoon, we'll see if I can find somebody to do it with me. We will. If not, we'll just maybe we'll just turn the cameras on and just have them rolling, have some music going in the background. It's been a good, solid weekend already. Weekend. Like I was saying, we weren't actually planning on doing this, but
No.
Thursday night, Wendy comes and helped me with a team building event that we were doing. And with ExxonMobil, which was a lot of fun.
Yes, it was.
If you are looking for a team building event, give us a call.
This is a great one.
Here at Texas Archery. We have a lot of fun stuff. It's group based, so we'll split them up into teams, have a little bit of competition.
Yep.
And there's always some good smack talk, maybe from them and from me. I seem to get in the middle of that, but we have a good time. Good time with that. Ashton right there on the left with that bow with the white limbs. Ashton just got that bow this week. That is one of the new Hoyt Stratuses. He's shooting it bow hunter style, and you can tell from a bow hunter what bow hunter style is it's 12 inches from the riser to the end of the stabilizer, which includes the weights. So if the weights go longer than 12 inches, guess what? It's open class at that point. So you got to get it. You got to be less than 12 inches. Also, he has no magnification. And once you start shooting, so you shoot your first 2 practice ends, you can move your sight as much as you want. But once the first round of scoring, there is no more moving of that sight. That's what keeps you in the bow hunter class. If you want to be able to move it as you're shooting, you want magnification, you will have to go to open class. I got a question for you, Wendy. We went through the rules. Can bow hunter have a clarifier in their peep?
Thinking. They can have a clarifier, but they cannot have any magnification in like a lens.
That is true. Good job, Wendy. Well, we had 33 archers that showed up. We are pretty full. Only reason why, 2 of the youth, we had 2 open spots for the youth. One of them it was no show. The other, there was an open spot on the 10-yard, and also there is an open spot on the main, 20-yard. But the reason why that open spot was there was because we were blocking it for one of our para archers so that he can leave his equipment on the line. And Michael is shooting great too. I'm not sure he's dropped. Michael Shaw, 225, 41 X's. He's shooting pretty solid right now.
Yeah, I'd say.
Let's take a look at this. I've already looked at the scores here.
That's
Logan
what I was
Hamilton.
scrolling through.
Logan Hamilton still just dropped that 1X. So maybe he'll be the one that shoots the 359 X's. I can do a big frowny face buckle for him.
Who's showing him the love now?
That is showing the love.
No.
That's not.
That's awful.
Oh no, Lilia dropped 1-4 on that last round. Case Scott's 225, 38 X's right now. Keegan shot so well. Something must be wrong because he was just killing it on X's. Had the 4, has 3 5s. I wonder if something's going on with that release or something on his bow, because it's weird to go from not dropping anything to dropping some stuff, but it looks like he's still fighting through it over there.
Could be mental, but he did
Yeah.
look at his release earlier.
Just looking through here to see if there's anything else. If you want to see live scoring, remember, eyesonscore.com. In the top right, you'll see 3 lines. Wendy calls it the hamburger.
Mm-hmm.
Click on that. Click on live scores, and that's a quick way to see it. So you'll see the tournament there. Click on it, and you'll see all the scores. Everybody is looking like they're having fun for the most part. Molly, my daughter Molly, is down there shooting too and doing very good. She won. Her goal was 200. I think she's on track for that.
That's awesome.
Ellie is she's wanting to shoot a 250 with her Olympic recurve. That was her goal, and she's looking really good right now. I don't know. It's hard to tell what the math is on these sometimes. Like, okay, what would it be? Like, I'd have to do the calculations here real quick to see if she's on track. But if she shoots like 240 is really where her average is. 250 was kind of her push goal for the day.
You gotta have a goal.
She'll be
If
close.
not, you're just shooting to
She'll
shoot.
she'll be really close. Like she's definitely on track to shoot a 240. And anything above 240 would be above her average. So that's good. I think she just shot a 24. So she's shooting.
Nice.
She's getting stronger and stronger. Every time we shoot these competitions, don't we say, I love seeing these kids, all of them. I'm talking about Ellie
watching
because I
them
see
grow.
Ellie. I see Ellie every day shoot. Every week shoot. She doesn't shoot every day. Her brother's getting on to her like, well, if you want to be good, you got to shoot. She's like, I'm good with once a week. Her coach is not good with once a week.
Right.
And I can tell you how powerful it is to have a coach. I don't coach any of my kids, not on a coaching level. I'll give some advice, and because I'm there for the tournaments, and I'll help them on little things that the coaches have told me to focus on with them. But also, I just don't know Olympic recurve, so I can't do much on that. But we have Ellie doing weekly lessons, and it definitely helps because she was playing catch up. She was 11 years old, decides to pick up Olympic recurve, and her goal was not to come in last place. Well, guess what? She came in last place for many tournaments, but didn't get discouraged, kept working with her coach, and now you can just see how she's getting stronger and stronger as she continues to get older. But it really comes down to that coach working with them on a weekly basis, or at least every couple weeks to keep them straight. But that's the way to get, I think, to fast track to get your kids to that next level is having someone that just keeps pushing them.
Yeah.
And making sure they keep those bad habits from creeping in, which they do creep in. They always do.
Cole says he will see us tomorrow both times.
Both times, Cole. All right, we'll see you tomorrow, Cole. We did an interview with Cole.
Yes, we
That was the
did.
first time I'd met him. Was that
Yes,
the first time
at
you'd
the
met him?
rodeo last
Yep.
year. Rodeo archery tournament.
It was great. I'm looking forward to doing that next week. Hopefully, we'll be able to pull in a bunch of kids to do interviews. The kids may not push to do it, but you as parents, if you're like, you know what, Mike, I want my kid to go and do a podcast, send them our way.
Or at least an interview.
Or not podcast, but do an interview. Let's get them up there for 10, 15-minute interview. Get them on camera talking. I think that's great. I think it's a great experience for them to be able to do that. And how cool is it? I mean, how fun is that to be able to be interviewed? What was that?
She was using Cole's quote from last time.
Oh, was he the one? He was the one?
He was the one.
He was the one. What was that quote, Wendy?
So I like to ask kids if you knew someone who was thinking about shooting, a major tournament. And at that point we were at the rodeo. So I said, okay, for next year, if someone was thinking about shooting this next year, what would you tell them? And he said, I would tell them to bring an extra pair of underwear.
I think that's hilarious. I don't care who you are.
His mom was laughing online right now.
I don't know why he was.
Maybe nerves. So that's awesome. Cole got a haircut since last year too.
Well,
He's all clean cut.
I'm glad. Like that would be pretty ratty if it had been a year since he had a haircut. When was the last time you got a haircut? Has it been a year? It's been a year. Yeah. it's
No, the beginning
it's-
of school.
It's pretty ratty.
No, it's not, man. It's beautiful. It's curly, so I don't really need it cut that much.
And Julia likes her hair long.
I get it trimmed. It's not
All right, what does this bring us?
Two
more
more
ends.
ends. Is that right? Two more ends. And then we'll take a short little break, and we will do it again at 6 p.m.
Oh my gosh. Cases on this is colorful.
All right, so 2 more ends, 10 more arrows. We are done. But this has been a lot of fun. I love seeing all the youth down there. I wonder what our percentage is. We've got a lot of youth shooting this
Yeah.
weekend so far. And like we said, these aren't just. I mean, there's a lot of new shooters, which is great, and then we have a lot of top archers that are coming in. Got Kay Scott right there looking through the binoculars. Ethan Chan shoots for the Houston Learning Center down in Houston. Ashton with his new Hoyt Stratus. Looks like he's been shooting it very good. Logan's still pretty clean. Has 49 X's so far with 10 arrows to go. He's wearing out the center. I just looked down there.
So we have had, just in this line alone, 18 youth. That's 4 more than the adults that were here.
There you go.
So the majority of the archers for this line have been youth. And that youth line encompasses young adult, youth, and cubs.
Ute. I thought that's how you pronounced it.
No.
Ute.
Oh, Gugasberg, what's wrong with the game? He says, hello from the Texas U of H game. Is it kind of boring or?
I guess
That
he's
you're
bored.
watching,
He's at a
right?
football game. He's watching this. I mean, that football game has to be the most boring game ever if you're watching
He's going to
this.
tune into archery from the football game.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That is amazing.
You know you're an archer when.
Well, we are coming to an end. And I know I keep saying that because I'm starting to get tired. I'm starting to get, we got food coming. Well,
Do
Amy's
we?
making us food.
Okay.
Amy's making us food. There's a few of us.
I've just run out of drinks, so
We've got some sweet tea in there.
I know, I saw that. I
I got
got a
that for
bottle.
you.
Thank you very
And
much.
Molly.
I already grabbed a bottle.
I got
of
one
it.
for you and Molly because I know you guys like the sweet tea. Yeah. Wendy likes to sneak a little peach crown in there.
I don't like Crown. You know that's not me because that is not my drink.
I'm sorry. Should keep this on the up and up. I'm getting tired.
You're going to start quoting from the book of crossbows here in a
That's
minute.
right. Yeah.
50 Shades of Crossbow.
Yeah, I don't know if we've mentioned it on this
Oh
one,
my-
but
yes, we did.
Wendy and I we've done a podcast. It's coming out on November 1st,
Well, hold
and it's
on.
explaining
We
all the divisions.
did the podcast, then we redid the podcast.
I don't wanna talk about that.
and we did it a third time.
Well, we did it the first time, and then Wendy was just so annoyed. I was like, you know what? We should do this another time. And so we did it the next day. And we recorded the whole stupid podcast, and I screwed it up. And when I went to go edit it, it was no good. The audio was no good. And so we had to redo it again this week. That one was actually supposed to come out on the 1st or the 15th of this month.
Supposed to.
But it did not.
Yeah.
So when we were going through it, it's just hilarious. Like we go through all the divisions, and then we get to the crossbow division. It is
my
like
word.
3 times longer than all of them combined. It's just so funny that it's so long.
So funny.
It looks
That's
like
what it is.
it looks like it hasn't been updated since, I don't know, 1890, because it has verbiage like from the Bible in
And
there.
thou shalt not.
Yeah. and then when you start reading the words don't mean the same as they do today. They're like super inappropriate.
Double foot stirrups.
What
Oh my.
like I'm just gonna say the word out loud, but they were like the bastard straps.
Yes.
I'm like, really?
What?
We don't use those words anymore.
I've never heard of those before.
So if you want to laugh, go look up NFAA's
Or if
rules.
you want to turn red.
Yeah, Wendy
while
was
reading
so.
it.
Yeah, the first 3 or 4 or 5 ones are just so. They just come across so inappropriate.
1 through 4.
So
Rules
funny.
1 through 4
So
are very
funny.
inappropriate.
This is so inappropriate.
Gosh. Who wrote that?
Yeah, who did that?
We know it was before Lee Gregory's time because his wife was like, Oh, man. Yeah, they might need to look at rewriting the crossbow section.
Maybe. I would. If it was me.
I don't want my kids reading it.
So Bruce Cole, I would probably have one of your people
That had to be banned reading. You know,
Yeah,
that would
that's
be
right.
banned from the library for
from
sure.
schools. It's all blurted out or big black lines through it. Like, wait a minute, we need the rules.
Oh, see, now Joe had to one up Adam Guggesberg. Joe goes, Coach, hello from Tomball Hospital.
Joe's in the hospital right now.
Yeah. See, Joe, I wasn't telling anyone where you were. I just said that you were really sick.
Yeah.
But Joe's like gonna come out with it.
I don't know. I just felt like all of a sudden, we became a HIPAA violation.
Hey, he wrote it.
Thanks,
I just
Joe.
read it.
We were trying to we were trying to stay out of trouble. Now we're in trouble again.
Nope, not in trouble. When the person puts it out there.
The person. I mean, people have been sued for less, like drinking hot coffee,
Yeah. Spilling hot coffee.
spilling hot coffee.
Kind of figure if you're going to order hot coffee, got to be careful with it.
True that.
These two right here, like Skip and then they were all just kind of like dozing off or something. I don't know.
I got to tell you, if we didn't have live, we've actually done these shoots without live scoring, and they're pretty rough.
Joe, I'm not sure what you mean by that. I could be doing, oh, he's saying that maybe he wasn't in the hospital. Maybe we did violate HIPAA because he could be volunteering at the hospital.
That's true. That's true. Good job, Wendy.
Oh.
So
Candy
Joe, how is
Striper
it?
Joe.
So Joe's watching the video and probably like refreshing his live scoring screen constantly. It's going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Jason, I'm guessing that Scott was mean to you, not me. I'm suing because you were mean to me today.
Me or Wendy?
Gotta be you.
I think it was Wendy.
No, couldn't be.
Wendy Woo.
Windy Woo. How you spell that? Yeah, see? Yes, it was you.
I'm never mean to that sexy beast, Jason Brewer. Well, if you've never been to Texas Archery, you need to.
Yes.
This week, it was funny. The owner from Stanlowski Releases, the owner, flew into Houston and said that he had seen something on social media and came by to check it out. And he's like, "This place is awesome." He's like taking pictures of our display of his releases. It was really good to meet him, and hang out with him for an hour or
Aw,
so.
see, Jason's the best. It's always Scott. Wendy's too sweet.
Jason, you just don't even.
Indiana
You
are
don't
so
even-
sweet.
Yeah, you don't know behind, like, as Julia says, you don't know behind the scenes. I'm the sweet one.
Oh,
Thank you, Julia.
she said she doesn't think that's
Nope,
quite
she
right
said,
either.
she said that is
you're
absolutely right.
sweet.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
There
Absolutely.
you go. You did
right.
not hear correctly.
I did.
That hearing checked out.
Maybe we should replay that.
Oh nope, it wasn't. It wasn't on replay.
Let's see how replay works.
See how
Nowhere near
replay
me.
works. Let's see where Molly's at.
And we
Molly's
have
at
one more.
193. So she's gonna. She's just got to get 7 points. This is I jinxed
that's
and
good.
jinxed
Your wife.
her mother. She's not my wife
Her
anymore
mother.
after that performance.
That's awful. You just said that online.
Like, come on, Amy. You can't let your daughter beat you. Make her walk home. Make her think about how she shot. That's what I'm going to do. Oh, no, that's not the case. She may not act competitive, but she is not about to let anybody beat her without a fight. This is no YMCA.
All right, I do believe these are the last 5 arrows for this line.
How many arrows?
5. While you might say 6, it's 5.
5 more arrows. Let's get on Logan Hamilton. He's on track for a 59X. So
You were so wrong.
what? He is on track for a 59X. That's a good round. Why do you have to be
see?
rude?
Jason even says, "See how mean Scott is, even to his wife." Telling you.
There's Logan. Go ahead and zoom in on his target. He is on bale 7D.
There's an X.
Flip back to him.
Oh, I think it's an X.
Zoom in and see if you can get a little closer on his target.
Here comes Logan with arrow number 2.
There we go. Got
Definitely an
a little,
X.
a little picture-in-picture action going on here. Maybe he'll be Mr. 59X.
Would you stop? That's
What?
what
That's a great round.
he keeps putting in his mouth, and I'm like,
You
all
know
the
it's
terms.
all salty and gross. Stacy, can you talk to him about that? Because it is kind of
Dirty.
gross. Stick his release in his mouth. Nasty. He's going to take a look at that one.
Yep. I need to take a look at that first one too.
Let's see if we can get a better look at that. I think it's in there. Yeah. They're close. Those are close. Can you see it, Wendy, from 50 yards?
No.
Like, we everybody got mad at us because we were making calls from 50 yards during the ringer. They're like, you need to stop. We're going to do walkie-talkies. Ooh, that's what we need for next weekend is walkie-talkies. Why? That way somebody can call the arrows for us and we can hear it. No?
Oh, he didn't like that one. He's got the release back in his mouth again.
It looks like it's in there. Let's take a closer look. That top left one.
That's what I was saying. That top left one.
That top left one is. Are you sure?
You recreate the line.
And then there's the line.
That one's in. Yeah, that's the only iffy one.
That's in for sure.
And just depending on the shaft that he has.
We'll take another look here and see.
That's, yeah, that
Julia's all in favor of Logan, that one is in. And there went that door again.
Look at that. That's in.
We'll see. Let's flip over to see what camera is that. Let's take a look at that. Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
in.
it's in.
That's in. How awesome is that? All those are in. From this angle, you can totally see them.
Yes.
I don't know that top right one. Is that one in?
Whatever.
Yeah.
That top left one was the only one in question.
Yeah. There we go.
And from this angle, it definitely looks in.
Had another angle at it. That's pretty sweet.
Yep.
I like the new positioning of the cameras where we can actually get in on it at a different angle and see.
Last 5 arrows
Last
of
5
the
arrows.
afternoon, because we still have the evening to go.
We're going to have fun with that one.
We're going to have fun.
Yep. There's Molly. My Molly there shooting. She had me go out there and do a photo shoot with her. I'm like, okay. They're shooting Sebastian flute risers, Amy and Molly.
Thought you were going to say something else. Thought we were back to crossbow.
No, Sebastian flute.
Oh, I love whoever just went out the door. They were so nice and with the door. Oh, now let's see.
I do think Ellie, she shot a 24. I think she deserves a half a Starbucks. I'm going to order
Half
one.
a Starbucks and
I'm gonna
split
order
it
it,
between her
And I'm going to dump. No, I'm going to dump half of it out and then hand it to her.
No, you won't. It costs too much money.
You don't know me. Would it make them squeal? Yes. Would it put a smile on my face? Yes. Would she be mad at me for a while? Maybe.
Oh, my word.
There's Keegan shooting elite. The faces of archery. Richard at full draw. Good shot.
Joe, it does look like a 25.
Looks like a 25. Logan Hamilton ends with a 59X.
See.
Very, very nice shooting.
I don't know. Can we go up to 3A?
3A.
I can't tell. There's 2. No, there are 2 that are 4s.
Who is
Am I
3A?
looking at that right, Micah?
Oh, top.
Yep.
Yep, 2 4s. 23.
Yep. Got 2
Well,
4s
one of them's
on
close.
there.
One's close.
Yeah, it's on the line. It's a 4-5 liner.
4-5 liner. And that is it for this line. 4:08. And man, we've made great time.
Yeah, we did.
We'll have everybody
I'm
to
really surprised.
grab
with
your
this.
bows and get out. Get ready for the next line, which will be a much smaller line.
Oh, wait. He said Andrew. I looked at Micah.
Oh. Andrew.
Andrew was right below Micah.
Andrew is on it
He's
would be
bottom.
3C spot.
And everybody's standing around
They're
in
all
front.
in the way. Good shooting, Andrew. Good shooting, K. Scott. I mean, they're all shooting good. K. Scott on track for a 50+ X round. Andrew, 47X round. We're just waiting for those scores to come in. Logan It was a 59, but we knew that already. Michael Shaw with 52 X's. Jeremy, we're waiting. We're waiting. Still waiting. Lily Dillon, waiting. Just waiting for some of these scores. There it is. K. Scott, 51X. Andrew Z, 44X.
Okay, so what was that last end?
What was it, his last end? It was 3 5s.
For a 25?
Yep.
All right.
2 X's.
So did Andrew shoot a 300?
Andrew shot a 300, yes.
Yes, there you go, Joe.
Ethan Chan shot a 290, 21X. Very nice shooting for Olympic recurve. Micah Z, 283, 18X. Also very good shooting. Let's see here. Waiting. There we go. Ellie finished with a 240.
Sweet.
Hit her average. Very, very nice. Let's see what Molly did. Did Molly hit 200? She did.
She did.
She shot a 214.
Nice.
Very nice, Molly. We have Richard Hall with a 262. That's a barebow recurve. Very good shooting. All right.
Joe, you got to stop. What do you say? Positive words? No, what do you say?
What did
what do you say?
What do I say? Oh,
You tell
encouraging
us.
words
Encouraging
only.
words, Joe. Encouraging words. Joe goes. I think Andrew shot a 300. I said, yes, he did. He said, his second half is bad. Like, Joe, you should have left
That's
it
awesome.
at D.
That's awesome.
He shot a 300.
All right, everybody. Well, we're going to go ahead and close this out so we can start collecting scorecards down there, Wendy.
Oh, okay. I guess that means I'm going down to
And we will catch you guys at the next target, which is actually in just a couple